Alright, so this is going over an add-on I made tonight, which is going to let you, not really an add-on, but an update to the plugin, which will let you see the path that's going out for the NPCs. So you're going to be able to debug them and actually see where they're going and why the paths are not working. So you notice the hearts that are popping up. So let's set it to day and we'll see a bunch. Okay. There we go. Let's just pause for a bit. So when the hearts are flowing out, they're actually hunting for a path. And that shows, you know, where the paths are, things like that. And that pretty much sums it up for that change. Need to have the particle lib from Innovative Talent. It's on Spigot. And with that, it'll give you these hearts to debug where the NPCs are going. So let me give you an example of how this thing came about. Someone had some NPCs I was working with trying to help them out, and we couldn't ever get it to go across the thing. It wasn't really a far distance or anything, so it was something that was kind of frustrating that we couldn't truly figure out. So that's why I wrote this, so we could see what's going on. Oh, I can't type, it's late. So this NPC has no blocks. And in here, let me show you what happens. So you're going to see the hearts come out of this building for him when it's hunting for this path, and see how they kind of climb over the hill. They're spreading out everywhere hunting, and basically they're just looking everywhere. If you have a really good CPU, you might be able to find it within the time frame, but I wouldn't count on, you know, wasting that much CPU for this. There's no need. You can set a couple blocks, and with the use of these hearts, you can figure it out pretty easy. So let's do this. What we're going to do is set him blocks. If I can make it through this building. So type in nd block stick and basically just trace out the path that it's going to walk. So it's got glass and that. Try and add in all the blocks that they might possibly touch. Let's see, I got a slab over here I should add. And then add in all these. If you ever add anything by mistake, so like let's say we added the fence, hold down shift and right click and you'll remove it from the list. So we just built his path and should be able to find it and get to the place, but it's not. So we need to figure out why. Oh, so there's the hearts. And if you notice, they stopped at the bottom of the stairs because we do not have a block for them to continue on. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you just follow these blocks, find out what's on there, and you'll notice that since it's dead, as long as they're touching in a diagonal pattern, you'll be good to go. Let's see if we can find out where the other one is. Yep, so here's the other one that's broken. And there's another spot here which we'll watch for the things. Yep. Just make sure you put a block in there. Here's another one. You just look for the hearts and you'll see it stops right there. And since they're diagonal, it'll still go. And I think that's it. Yep, so it found a path. That pretty much makes it easy to find your path and resolve issues now. Where before, you know, it's kind of a headache to figure out what was going on and why it wasn't working. This will actually help you out. And it also, if you add blocks, it lowers the CPU usage. As you notice, it's pretty direct. It just goes to it, as long as you're not using a block that's used like everywhere. So it'll wander around. It'll come through the path and pretty much wander over to this building and sit there until nighttime comes. Once here, set times change and it'll wander back. So hit me up if you have any questions. Hopefully this solves a lot of issues for people. I know it's going to be useful for me on some of my longer paths with a little bit more complicated pathing because I have different trails which are, you know, random sources being like dirt, cobblestone, and they're not even, so a lot of them don't touch. So for those paths, you know, I've been using any block, and this will help me clean that up, and hopefully it'll help you as well. Thanks.